Now, yesterday, Sofi Technologies stock went up by over 12%, bringing an excitement to the retail investors, especially those that are heavily invested onto this stock. I mean, this is one of the stocks that on this channel we've talked a lot about, and to see you guys sending me screenshot messages of how your Sofi Technology stock holdings are performing, it brought me greater joy to see that at least finally some people are getting to reap the very good rewards that we are getting from this Sofi stock. Otherwise, so many of you have been asking me with the follow-up questions to see or to check if whether Sofi Technologies finally got the banking charter, because yeah, I mean, it is kind of like surprising why the stock it's moving by such momentum. So on today's video, guys, we'll be discussing just that. We'll be discussing as to why are the shares of Sofi Technologies rising by over 12%. And yes, I can confirm with you that Sofi currently does not have the final approval of the banking charter, so it's not in relation, or the rising of the share price does not relate to Sofi getting the banking charter. Sofi does not have a banking charter just yet. So on today's video, we'll be covering exactly what is making the shares of Sofi to rise by the kind of momentum we are seeing. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that these latest developments that I have in store for you about Sofi will probably motivate you to stay long onto this Sofi Technology stock, or even add more holdings, because this stock is just set for greatness. And the fact that we are starting to see some good reactions from this stock before the banking charter, it just simply means that after the banking charter, we can expect to see more uptrend or more great news coming out of this Sofi Technology stock. Otherwise, before going any further, please know that none of the things that I'm saying on this video are financial advice. In fact, this video is just for entertainment purposes, and otherwise, if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professional. So if you like the content that I'm giving you about Sofi Technologies on this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button or that like button, and comment and subscribe. And that is, of course, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, so that we don't miss the good content and the latest development regarding the stocks that we follow on this channel. What really happened? What is it that resulted in the shares of Sofi Technologies going up or rising by over 12%? Well, one of the fintech companies called LC, or LendingClub, reported their Q3 earnings results, and from those Q3 earnings results, that company reported some good earnings results, which is why their share price to date, it has went over by 50%. Now, this is the company in the same industry as Sofi Technologies, as they are both fintech companies. Now, the fact that LC, or LendingClub, reported some good Q3 earnings results is the thing that resulted, or that made investors to think that the fact that this LC reported some good earnings results, it might mean that we can also expect Sofi to report some good Q3 earnings results, which are due next week on the 11th of November. So this is the main reason why we saw, or we are seeing, Sofi Technology stock rising. We are seeing it rising because its peer, or one of its peer, which is the LendingClub, reported some good, or some very good earnings results. They are in the same industry. In fact, yes, they are peers, but LC, or the LendingClub, already has a banking charter. So, well, investors are very optimistic that yes, Sofi Technologies will also be getting that banking charter. As you already know that Sofi Technologies, as it stands right now, they already have a preliminary approval from regulators of the banking charter. So investors are also anticipating that Sofi Technologies will be getting that banking charter, which will make things to be so smooth and make Sofi Technologies to be able to reach a wide range of customers and do or make some good revenue from that, which is something that is incredible. So as I've said, this LC, or the LendingClub, it reported some very good Q3 earnings results, and the fact that they are in the same industry as Sofi. They are both fintech companies. Investors kind of also believe that Sofi, the next week, they will report some very good earnings results, which is why, guys, the share price of Sofi have been rising. Oh, they went up by over 12% yesterday. And guys, those shares of Sofi, guys, are still going high, because as seen on the screen, you notice that even on the pre-market, you will see that Sofi Technologies shares are already up by another 1%, which is something that is incredible and shows you that we might see the shares of Sofi continuing rising towards that price target. You remember I told you in one of our previous Sofi videos saying that one of the big financial institutions indicated or covered Sofi for the very first time and gave it a price target of $25 per stock. Well, we might see Sofi Technologies heading close to that price target, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you guys to stay long on this Sofi Technologies stock. I still think that Sofi Technologies, it is still trading at a very good discounted price, because looking on where this company is going and the strong fundamentals that it's surrounding itself with, we can or you and me can agree that this stock is just set to do very well. I mean, you remember by now that Sofi Technologies plan to acquire the Golden Pacific Bancorp company, which the acquisition, or by it acquiring that company, it will automatically come with the banking charter, which is why investors or the retail investors are very optimistic about this company, Sofi Technologies, which is why I also believe that they will be getting that banking charter very soon. And one of the things that of course has to show you what a banking charter can do in a company, I mean, look at this company called LendingClub, what the kind of earnings they reported for the month of Q3 with the banking charter. This has to show you that we can see also Sofi Technologies running along those lines when they get their hands on the banking charter, which is something that has to motivate you and make you to consider having Sofi Technologies in your holdings or in your portfolio, because it is just said to do very well. I mean, this is a company that is becoming a one-stop shop for all things relating to digital banking. Investors can save, invest, spend, and borrow, which is something that on the traditional banks you can't find all those things in one bank. You'll have to go to one of the banks here and find something, and go to that bank and to get another service, which is on Sofi Technologies. You can do almost anything on one or on their single platform, which is something that is incredible and will continue to make Sofi Technologies to report some good earnings even in the quarters to come. Otherwise, Sofi Technologies is not yet profitable, but this is one of the companies that I believe that they will become profitable very soon, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you yet again to continue investing into this stock. Otherwise, before you invest into this stock, or before you just take whatever I'm saying on this video, please also go and do your own due diligence. Check the things that I'm saying about this company and verify, because that is what will give you the confidence even when you are investing in this company. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that likes button. And if you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.